Today, Junior Techies, we are going to look at Chapter 7, Activity 6. Required, we need to complete question 1 up to question number 4. If you look at the information presented, A, they provided us with an extract from the audit report of Standard Bank, and B, an extract from a newspaper article. Question 6.1. The King Code of Governance Principles and the King Report on Governance propose that every company appoint an audit committee comprising at least of 3 independent non-executive directors. So explain the role of non-executive directors. So these are just some reasons. So if we look at, they do not take part in the management and operation of a company, but plays a crucial role in the formulation of policies and plans and decision-making of the company. Non-executive directors are paid their service fee based on the complexity of their role and the term of their appointment. Non-executive directors have a wider perspective of the business environment and act in the best interest of the company. Non-executive directors would exercise as a watchdog, that's their role, keeping executive directors in check. More regular inputs than an internal auditor or other directors. Their inputs would be unbiased and independent. So again, this is just some of the functions of non-executive directors. Refer to your theory booklet and make sure that you study what is the difference between non-executive and executive directors. The role of an audit committee: make submissions to the board regarding the accounting policies, financial controls, accounting records and reportings. Nominate an independent auditor or an external auditor. Ensure that the appointment of an auditor complies with the Company Act and other relevant legislation. So that's the role of an audit committee. Take note in your theory booklet, there's a web address with examples of published financial statements where it states the audit committees, the remuneration committee, executive, non-executive directors. Use that as additional information to see how it will be presented. Question 6.2. What type of report did Standard Bank received from the independent auditors? Explain your answer. So if we look at the extract from the audit report. Opinion. We have audited the consolidated and separate financial statements of Standard Bank Group Limited. In our opinion, the consolidated and separate financial statements present fairly in all material aspects or respects. The consolidated and separate financial position of Standard Bank Group Limited as at 31 December 2021 and its consolidated and separate financial performance and consolidated and separate cash flows for the year ended in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards and the requirements of the Company Act of South Africa. Basis of opinion: we conducted our audit in accordance with the international standards and auditing. Our responsibility under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the consolidated and separate financial statements section of our report. So when you see this type of audit report, it means that you are happy. Why? They have not identified any concerns relating to the representation or presentation on the financial statements. So this is an unqualified report. Now, to give reasons, the financial statements present fairly in all material respect. The auditor has not identified any problem in this report. It complies with the International Financial Reporting Standards and the Company Act. Question 6.3, refer to information B. So if we look at the extract on the newspaper article, it says, Johannesburg, as part of Standard Bank's ongoing commitment to the uplift of communities where it operates, the country's biggest lender has procured much needed supplies worth 119,000. Our purpose as Standard Bank is as follows. Africa is our home. We drive her growth. However, this growth can only be achieved if we ensure the health and wellness of our communities. This means that our focus goes beyond just providing banking services, but also includes identifying the ways in which we can provide our support in other areas that will make an impact in uplifting communities. So now the question says, one of the directors raised concerns why Standard Bank would spend 119,000 for this regional hospital when the company should be looking at cutting costs due to economic uncertainty. Now, this forms part of their corporate social investment responsibility, which is necessary as the company relies on the goodwill or support, positive image, good publicity of the community in which they operate. This is part of King Code, corporate governance. It creates a safer environment which encourages customers to visit the business and creates better working environment. As mentioned before, this is all part of King Code. In uplifting the community, remember the triple bottom line, it's not only about profits, but also about the planet and people. Question 6.4. Which component of the annual published financial statement should contain details of the donation of 119,000? This will be in the director's report. Thank you very much. I want to leave you with this quote. Study like there's no tomorrow, because if you keep putting off your studies for tomorrow, you'll probably be too late. Next, we're going to look at activity 7. Hope you have a wonderful day.